Hello. I am Andrew, this is Waingro. I have some questions for you fucking idiots. The first response to your guys' first record was very good, right? People liked it. Do you expect the response for your next record, Mount Hood, that just came out, to be as good?
I think it's just neat that someone cares about it, because you know how that goes.
No one else does.
Yeah. Friends, that's what friends are for.
Yeah, because Andrew, you're not at all slightly biased by the fact that you are on this record.
Oh yeah, fuck
dude.
yeah, you're on the record. This is your record too.
Yeah, worst choice of my life.
Yeah.
Do you got that $300 you owe me for?
It's coming. We need to get paid.
I told you. Yeah. When we get the cut from the album sales, we'll give you a cut of it.
Okay. Do you explore any particular themes or stories on Mount Hood?
Well, it depends on the song. You know, Palo Verde is about taking a bunch of drugs and burying people in the desert to believe that they'll recreate the earth with something good.
You like writing lyrics from other people's perspectives, though.
That's true.
You write lyrics from a perspective that's not your own, and you do write like story lyrics, like narrative lyrics.
Yeah, that's true.
I do see a lot of like kind of like God, like praise, like weird, like kind of religious
imagery.
Like,
yeah,
religious imagery of like kind of like cultish religious imagery. I see a lot of that.
The record cover is beautiful.
Yeah.
Done by Cole.
Cole
did a very good job. Did you guys have much input in that, or did you just like tell him, do whatever and see what comes out?
Like the first one, I was like, I just gave him a bunch of stuff, and I was like, this is what I like. Here's the colors that I like. Like, it was just like, you know, different reference images. I'm like, I want something kind of awesome classic 70s. Here's some old Vans. I want these colors on it, and
Old Vans.
Yeah,
Like you look at old van, like pull up old 70s Vans, like put a bunch of 70s Vans.
No, like so I'd look up old Vans, and I'd be like,
the way the dudes
take these colors,
brown and orange, and
yellow and fucking gross, and
They're very aesthetically pleasing, by the way.
They are.
You did a great job.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you did.
And what meaning does Mount Hood have to you? Like, it's like basically a volcano.
And what really gave it the kicker was when I'm pretty obsessed with Stanley Kubrick. So when there's this map that someone made where it's like all the sites in America where Kubrick's filmed, and then there was one in Portland. I was like, the fuck, that's pretty close. I clicked on it, and it's like the exteriors for the Shining Hotel was the Timberline Lodge, which is based on Mount Hood.
Right.
And from there, then it's well, that's it. He's like,
on the movie topic, Waingro, the character from the movie Heat, how much does that play into your songwriting?
Interesting. Well, the first album was completely from his perspective.
Really?
Yeah.
Every single song?
Yeah. So
from
like,
his perspective.
Totally. So like Firebird was about trying to like move into LA and score drugs and like being the new guy in the scene.
But that doesn't even happen in the movie.
I know, but I'm taking it
though.
So I was
that guy.
So I was taking that character and like going like, so what did he do when he got to LA? He's like, I'm gonna make myself
obviously
shit.
scoring.
Yeah, I want to score some fucking coke.
Because he's a shithead.
So all is up to the white god is cocaine. So that's his whole goal in life, and he'll do whatever he needs to do to that. Bathed in Tongues is about him tripping balls and feeling like he's a religious figure. Tailwind is about his experiences back in Vietnam. And come to think of it, like back when we came out, like my brother and I, when we first saw Heat in 1995, we're like, oh man, that Waingro guy, he's all sorts of fucked up. That would be a great band name. So to do it now, it's like, oh, and then you think about it when you're kind of like, oh, actually, he's a really despicable human being.
Shitty person.
So you guys want to emulate shittiness.
Yep.
With talent.
With talent.
For your new record, Mount Hood, you guys chose or asked to play at Antisocial, is there any reason you picked that venue?
It's always the funnest place to see a show. For me, every time I see a show there, it's awesome. And we really wanted to play there because our band had it, and it's the funnest place to play in Vancouver. And we wanted it to be like a party more than a show, you know? Because if it's at Antisocial, it's a party, you know, and everyone's just hanging out and having fun. But if it's at a place or a bar, then it becomes it's awesome, it's great also, but like it wasn't the vibe we were looking for. Antisocial is the best place ever. That was
It seemed like a very unique night, which was nice. It was a party, it was a little bit unique. There was a band that came out of retirement. There was a band that came
Not by my request.
No. Fuck. Yeah, it was just a fucking fun, small little.
It's just always the best vibes, like people loving each other and like edifying each other in this way that's like really lovely and awesome.
So, the cabin, why did you choose to prep your recordings in the cabin? I thought you recorded in the cabin.
Didn't record in the cabin. We did get a cabin in Galliano to practice the songs, and we chose a cabin. Well, we researched it to try to find a cabin that would be isolated, that we could play loud all day and all night. Mm-hmm. So we found one that said 5 private acres. So we're like, cool. But we didn't want to say like, hey, we're coming there to play a bunch of fucking stupid music that's really loud and stupid. Can we do that? So instead we're like, so how private are these acres? He's like, oh, dude, most private acres would be 5, like fucking luscious private acres. Are like, okay, that sounds pretty private. So we go for it. We get there and then we drive up and we're like, seems like this is the address. We're like, yeah, it's the address. And there's like cabin. We were like,
houses everywhere. It was like a fucking cul-de-sac. It was like, really?
We might as well just pulled into
this is 5 private acres. How are we ever going to play here? And then the next morning, we had already decided that it was going to fail. So Brian called the guy that he had contact with and was like, are we, like, how did you phrase it? You were like, you know, me and my friend, because we said we were 2 people as opposed to 3 people because it was cheaper that way.
I think I said we were a country.
So Waingro are liars. First off.
We were lying there.
We did lie. And I did say, okay, I'm like, well, here's the thing. We came up here to play some music. And he's like, oh, not a problem. I'm like, well, I mean, we're pretty loud. He's like, no problem. I'm like, I don't know what your neighbor is. He's like, my neighbors. He's like, Kathy loves music. I'm like, okay,
not this music.
Really loud.
Not this music.
And then he's like, I'll tell you what. He's like, let's check back in 3 hours and you guys play and let's see if there's any complaints. All right. So we did a solid 3 hours going through really heavy, obnoxious bullshit. And I texted him, I called him. I'm like, hey man, what's up? He's like, nothing, no complaints. I guess you're good to go. We're like, all right.
When you know Mount Hood, it is as doomy as like that repetitious fucking
We figured out that song there.
Can you imagine being a neighbor? And I think that's when the neighbor finally came up. She was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kathy.
I don't know what you're doing here.
But it wasn't Kathy. This old lady came up.
She was so lovely too. She's like, I love Deep Purple.
No more.
It was like 3 hours of Mount Hood. It was like, we were learning that. We're like, yeah, it was crazy.
Was there anything that you guys did differently in this recording than the last recording?
Yes.
Let's talk about the things that were done differently in this recording.
Different studio, same engineer, producer, Jesse Gander, he's awesome. Did we do anything differently? We tried to pack more into less time, I feel like.
No, we did more time.
You sounded better.
There was something different. We had Brian played a different guitar. I had pretty much a whole new rig. You had a different tom. You had different cymbals.
Like
something totally different about it.
You made a tom.
Definitely something.
I had a different tom because
you made one.
I made a 14-inch tom.
There was something different. Like we did not play any of the same instruments. There was something different about everything we did on this album. There was nothing
Thank
the
Christ
same.
for that.
this time around.
That
as
seems
the
like a
first
really
time.
better. Oh god.
And
Although it was so much the same.
I will say.
And then?
Well, the other thing is that we had. Well, I thought we did book more time.
I think we did even less. No, I think we had even less.
You guys had fucking more time or less time? I don't understand.
Jesse set up 2 mics when I did vocals.
Oh.
It was a little bit different, but so much the same. It was like identical but different, which was so fucking great. Jesse Gander.
And then Andrew came in. I want to do fucking vocals in your fucking album. Like,
I did not ask to do that.
I'm like, chill the fuck out. And he's like,
That was actually a lot of fun. Let's talk about
I'm the king of fucking Vancouver,
That was
man.
really
Get the
fun.
fuck out of my way.
I'm leaving.
So we asked him, and he came. Smoking, dude. Thanks for coming and doing the vocals.
Yeah, that was nice.
Thanks for having me. What did you guys bring to the table that you did not bring to the table on the last record?
More fun.
You guys make me want to fucking circle pit and punch Brian in his fucking pretty face.
That's cool.
Just get it out of your system.
Sounds like a punch.
I tasted it.
Two? That was like a second. That was like a second punch. So anyways, for these reasons and more, you should really listen to the Waingro record. Or Baptist record.
No Bappy, only Wayne.